Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so we're told that we have a model in which a central carbon is attached to three other carbons by one line each, and that each of these carbons is attached to hydrogens by one line. Okay, and then we're told that the central carbon is also attached by one line to another carbon, and that this carbon is attached to two hydrogens as well as another carbon, and that this carbon is attached by two lines to an O and one line to another O, and that O is attached by one line to a hydrogen. And the question is, what is the chemical formula for the molecule modeled, right? Well, one chemical formula would be the number of carbons. So we do carbon and then the number of carbons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd say C6. Then we do H and the number of hydrogens. It's 3, 6, 9, 11, 12. So C6H12. And then oxygen and the number of oxygens. C6H12O. The other way that we could do this is to give a bit of the spatial information, in which in parentheses we put CH3, which is in reference to these three groups. And then we put a 3 after it to signify that there's 3 of them. And then we put a C, which represents this C. And since these are neighboring, the assumption is that those 3 CH3 groups are bound to that C. Then we follow that with our next bit in the chain, which we would write CH2. Okay. And then we would represent what is actually known as a carboxylic acid group as COOH, or we could write it C parentheses O to note that it's branching off, and then OH. So we could say C altogether. The alternate way of doing it would be CH3, 3C, CH2, C parentheses O, OH. So I don't know which style they're looking for, but here's 3 ways to write that formula.